So Slider is singing about corn dogs. That's fabulous. Burning himself. That's why you don't touch the air fryer. Oh man.
It's okay. The more injured he is, the more distracted he will be, which means an easier campaign.
I would just like to say, this is a proud moment.
Oh man.
Really seems like that air fryer's kicking his ass.
I kind of hope so. Because at this point, it better be kicking his ass or he's just doing something weird.
First it was the corn dogs, now it's him that's gonna get fried.
Oh no. Air fried.
He's next.
Pay no attention to him. I was drinking when I had him.
Sorry, we had to take care of dinner stuff.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back. Oh god. Booze is hard to open. There
Oh my
we go.
gosh, get off my headphone cable. Cat, get off my headphone cable.
You tell him.
Fuck him
Alright.
up.
Alrighty. Let me go live too. Hi everybody.
Hi, Dr. Nick.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Mitzelplick.
Goes on tight.
That was bomb.
That was not a Vaughn, that was a burp that wasn't getting out, so I had to push it.
Wow.
Oh,
You birthed it.
I birthed it. I birthed the burp. Alright, so
jeez.
pretty much we're gonna go through it and fix the little bit. Oh god, that's really gross. A little bit of story issues that were had because the dark secret thing was kind of annoying. So, a story recap. You guys arrived at Baldur's Gate, were hired by Captain Zodge to take out to take care of the Cult of the Dead 3 that were causing a whole bunch of havoc in Baldur's Gate. You guys went to the informant that Captain Zodge told you he had. You talked to the informant, saved her life. She told you about the dungeon under the bathhouse. You went to the dungeon under the bathhouse, killed a bunch of cultists, and found the youngest son of the Van Thumper family, who told you that the Duchess of the Van Thumper family hired the cultists to cause mayhem in the city so she could come in, quell the mayhem, and assert herself as the Grand Duke of Baldur's Gate, since the Duke Older Ravengard has gone missing. He had left to go to El Terrell when El Terrell sank, and he is presumed missing at this point.
Mhm.
So, you guys then went to the boat and killed her other son because he was a prick.
Yeah.
Got Rhea on your side because she had similar goals with you. You went over to the Van Thumper family and killed her. You got the Infernal Puzzle Box. You got the Shield of the Hidden Lord, and you killed Thavius Krieg, who was the High Overseer of El Terrell. Not before Rhea confronting him with you and learning of his treachery and betrayal of El Terrell. You guys then, and this is the part that's a little bit different, reported back to Captain Zodge to get your money. Commander Porter came in, who was someone that Captain Zodge was not expecting to show up into the city. She was stationed much further south than Baldur's Gate and was called in when to kind of marshal the Flaming Fist when it was learned that Older Ravengard was missing. And so she came in, and after Captain Zodge had paid you and had decided that you guys technically could have been arrested and hanged for the murder of a duke, instead of even though you had the quote-unquote protection of the Flaming Fist, Captain Zodge wasn't the highest ranking member technically and couldn't provide you officially that protection. She would provide you that protection under the assumption that you take that Infernal Puzzle Box to Sylvia in Candlekeep and you retrieve Older Ravengard from El Terrell, which has been pulled from Avernus. So
Gotcha.
your whole point to being in Avernus is to find older Ravengard and bring him back, presumably with the city, back to the material plane. I mean, if you could save the city, great. If you can't, you can't. But bring him back to avoid being hunted by the Flaming Fist until you were arrested and then killed. So that's the setup and the motivation. Because we didn't develop all the dark secrets and find other motivations. Is that cool with everybody?
Yes.
Yep.
Awesome. All right. So now you guys have came into Avernus. Oh, go ahead.
I feel like Blinken just needs to be assured that there are shinies.
There are definitely shine. I mean, hell is very bright, so there are definitely shinies. Things will shine.
Unsure about that and doesn't want to go.
So, you guys went over to Traxicor. He teleported you into hell, and he left immediately upon you teleporting in. He left and basically dumped you in Avernus with Lulu, the Holophant. You guys made your way to the High Hall Cathedral, finding as many civilians as you can to save along the way. The cathedral was already under siege when you guys had got here, and you guys have cleared out the main floor of the cathedral, and the remaining civilians that survived, the ones that you had brought to the cathedral, the ones that have survived, have gone with the druid into the secret door that you guys found here that leads into what the druid had said was the catacombs, where the remaining people have hidden away and like they barred off to protect themselves. So that is where we had left off. There hasn't been any time to take a short or long rest yet. And you guys, the last we were figuring out is, do you guys want to continue up these stairs and see if you can find any other survivors before going down into the catacombs?
And we were kind of left with the, out of game knowledge that if we don't go up there and there are survivors and we do decide to rest, they might not last much longer.
Yeah, I mean, your characters would know that.
Probably.
I mean, these are commoners against devils. If there's survivors up there, they will probably not die. I mean, they will probably not survive.
Yeah.
If it takes too long to get to them.
Yeah.
Or if they just don't receive any help.
That too.
I mean, your characters would know that. So, that is where we left off. So, sorry, what was that?
I'm talking to the group. Are we going upstairs?
I'm
Just
set
go
up
again.
at the stairs ready to go. So that's my vote.
Where the fuck is...
Down yonder.
Is everyone going up the stairs?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Can we assume that somebody's gone and told the group of people that we've ushered in here to continue holding together?
The group
That
of people
we're
that you
fighting.
ushed in here ran
But they're
into
already
the secret
downstairs?
door with the druid.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
When
So
the
we don't have
druid-
any more people to watch for.
Yeah, when the door opened up, you guys called for them to run over, and they ran in with the druid.
Noise.
All right, so you guys are going upstairs, and this is just kind of where you guys are right now. Are you able to see anything?
Nope.
Nope.
Okay, I think I know what the issue is.
The darkness.
Dynamic lighting.
Yeah, I don't know why they enable that by default. It's super frustrating.
Oh, hey, stuff.
I don't think Blinken can tell the difference.
No.
Exactly. It's just blinking perspective.
Wait for him to start using echolocation.
Oh, Jesus. And then we all die.
Over there.
I think something would be really cool, though, if you clicked and made that circle, that it would actually reflect off of surfaces.
Oh my
So you
gosh.
can actually do it in the dark.
That would be really cool.
Like a
But
sonar.
very difficult. Yeah.
Yeah. So as you guys, technically how the dynamic lighting is supposed to work is I assign each of your tokens your field of view,
Oh.
and then you can see everything your field of view can see, but your tokens don't have a field of view assigned, so that's why it's all blank.
No, I really think you need to up your
Also-
game there, buddy.
It only works if you're paying for Roll20.
I am.
Subscription. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh God, I am so sorry.
Because I don't like it. I will maybe set it up if we do Curse of Strahd, but for this, nah. All right. So as you guys rise up the stairs, please hold. Got it. She is puppy wrangling right now.
Puppy
A very
wrestling, more
important
like it.
task.
I would
Sorry
like to
about that.
say,
I'm hoping that doesn't happen again.
on a side note, Grant, don't ever show me new videos of eating meals ready to eat.
Oh God,
How many
MREs.
hours of your life?
They've taken over my life.
How many hours have you spent watching Steve MRE?
Literally, probably 10 hours.
In like 5 days?
Yeah.
Those are rookie numbers, man. You gotta get those up.
Bump those up. God damn it, Grant.
In that case, I'm just gonna leave that here because it's the funniest MRE video I've ever seen in my life.
Oh my gosh.
You'll have to
All
watch
right.
it later.
So as you guys arrive up the circular stairs, you see situated atop this balcony is a magnificent pipe organ. Its ivory keys practically glow, even as its ebony keys seem to absorb all light. The balcony looks over into the main cathedral, and this looks like it would be like a choir level.
Thank you, Grifter. Do we hear or see anything other than obviously there are curtains?
Can I see a perception check?
Oh yeah. Eh. Oh.
It is scarily quiet.
Hold on. Character sheets separate. Boom. Then perception.
Oh my God.
It's, to all of you so far, it is scarily
Oh
quiet.
no. Oh God.
Fuck.
Like the air is completely still. You can't even hear the
Wait,
the
can I make this one since it has
It's hearing.
It's you don't get disadvantage.
The
God.
butt
Thanks
of
to
all
not
the
the average right now.
God.
That's fucking great.
Please don't be like a 2.
perception, right?
It is a
Mhm.
perception check. Yet.
It was a 2.
The two.
God. Yeah,
Um,
so it feels like the air is just still in here.
Wait,
you can't
hold
even
on.
hear the sound of combat
Status perception.
outside.
Wait for it. Hold on. Maybe I'll be able to. It's a wisdom check, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh. Ooh.
Oh.
Rhea has her hair stand on the back of her neck. She can't she tells you she can't hear anything per se, but you know that feeling when you get when you are listening to a sound that's outside of the human range of hearing?
Yeah.
She's kind of getting that feeling right now.
Oh, like a mosquito ringtone.
Taking my greatsword out.
Well, there's nothing for me to hang my battle axe on, so I'm just gonna, or my warhammer. I can't hang it on anything, so I'm just still owning it.
All right, what are you guys gonna do?
I guess we gotta pick a side of curtains to approach.
Well,
I mean, you could also play the organ.
what are these, bleachers?
Yeah, they're pews.
Yeah.
Oh,
Not pews. They're like
Church
they're bleachers.
risers, choir
Bleachers is
risers.
the best way to put it. Yeah.
okay.
Is it for
We want
choir?
to play the organ?
Yeah.
Yeah, risers. Well, it's the most musical one here. I guess I have
Don't
to.
we have a bard?
Yeah,
We
I
do. You know,
Go
I
do
mean,
some of that
Who
bard
is
shit.
some of that
is
bard shit.
proficient- Oh no, wrong bard. Wrong campaign.
Yeah, my bard is proficient in the piano.
I can play the organ. Excuse me?
Actually, I was debating the
Grifter.
organ or the piano the whole time.
Yeah, but it's a different kind of organ.
I mean, I've got bagpipes. That's close enough.
Technically, a barbarian is a musician as well. It's just a different kind of organ.
I play a lot of organs.
Ew.
You can play you can play the pipe organ if you want. You definitely don't need to. I just thought that it's a pipe organ. It's a big giant pipe organ. It might be kind of.
I will attempt the pipe organ. It's
Doesn't
not that
call
dissimilar
to
to bagpipes.
That's pretty much where I was going with my attempt.
In fact, I'll attempt it with you to help you.
Hell yeah, let's do this together. We'll
With a
we'll
little
share
bit
the
of
seat,
guidance on the
buddy.
side.
With a little bit of guidance. Okay,
We'll share the
so
seat.
Katie, you have guidance, and you have advantage. Give me a performance check.
Cool. A with advantage performance check.
I just gave you a statistical +7. Don't fuck this up.
I don't think I
Hey.
fucked it up.
No. Hold on, I'm still eating.
Do I blast that organ like a professional?
You sit down at the organ and start to play a really kind of melancholy but like beautiful song. It's like little bits of hope in it
Oh,
that resonate throughout the cathedral and
Bits of
resonate
hope.
throughout the city of Elturel, since the cathedral is half its wall missing.
hmm.
All of you feel inspired by this music to overcome the odds that are forever against your favor. And everybody gets a bonus die, a d8, that you can roll. You can receive this benefit only once. You can roll this d8 to add to an attack roll, ability check, or saving throw within the next 24 hours.
So, bardic inspiration with some preserve insults thrown in.
Basically.
For ability, attack, or
Saving throw.
gotcha.
Made in the next 24 hours. You get one use of a d8.
Cool.
Alrighty. What do you guys want to do now?
Let's pull some curtains.
An encore. Well, I mean, if nothing approached us, I guess it's curtains time.
Alright, which curtains are you going to?
One is top, two is bottom.
To the top you guys go.
Unless anybody else wants to vote.
Oh, no vote here.
Alright, how do you guys want to arrange yourselves up here before you throw open the curtain?
Am I being ridden?
No.
Wait, are you what?
Being ridden, he's a horse.
Oh,
Get your fucking mind out of the gutter.
I didn't hear him. I had to turn him up in the
No,
thing.
no, I did that earlier. It's fine.
Katie, save a horse, ride a centaur.
Save
He's better at both.
Right.
That is the jockey version of Are You In?
Oh my god.
Fucking Christ.
Are you guys just gonna throw open the curtains? Are you good now?
There we go. I suppose so.
Alrighty. Oh, hold on. I gotta be a little bit careful about this.
Katie, you want to know the really stupid part?
Guidance
works on initiative. And so does Jack of all trades.
Oh my god. That's a lot of shit.
Yeah, so I think you have like a +6 to initiative right now.
I do. And advantage.
Excuse me.
And guidance.
Oh my god.
Alright. So you throw open the curtains and you see it looks like a really long hallway. If you look down both sides, these look like these were guard towers for the cathedral, with a door in the middle that would lead to, I mean, you could see the outside through these little window slits, so maybe a balcony. I mean, you're not entirely sure. And as you throw open the curtain, you hear a voice muttering from this room over here. I had to do it. I had to do it. I had to do it. just over and over and over again.
Oh boy.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Okay, what do you guys want to do?
Should we go investigate?
I do believe we should.
Move your tokens. All right, as you enter the room, it looks like it is a defensive turret. You see defensive turrets that decorate the front area of this room. It's what you thought. It's like a they're guard turrets. You can stand and shoot on the outside. It looks like a man, woman, and a I don't know, some sort of early teen child lay dead in front of a guard with a piece of paper crutched in his hand, on his hands and knees, just rocking back and forth, saying, I had to do it. I had to do it. I had to do it. Over and over again. Just tears streaming down his face.
Huh.
And what is it you had to do?
He's
Does
not,
anyone want to comfort that little one?
he doesn't respond to what you say. He's just still rocking back and forth and saying, I had to do it.
The neutral
to do it.
evil character is gonna go comfort.
You're neutral evil? I thought you were at least lawful evil.
Yeah.
I might be possibly evil, I don't remember. Like some sort of evil. That's not chaotic evil.
All right. Are you guys just staring there, gawking at him a little bit?
Yeah.
Here, Rhea goes up to speak with him.
Okay, he's still. She sits down like right next to him, and he's still rocking back and forth. His head is in his hands, and in one of his hands, he's clutching a piece of paper, just back and forth. I had to do it. I had to do it. I had to do it.
Can I like slip the paper from his hand?
Yeah, he's not
Jesus.
holding. He's not holding onto it with a tight grasp. So
Yeah.
if you put your hand on the piece of paper, he's just like he's not responsive. Like he's back and forth. You could pull the piece of paper out if you want to and read it.
Yes.
This kid's so distraught. You're just gonna pickpocket his ass.
We're
It's not picking his
helping.
pocket. It's picking his
Are you
hand.
helping by stealing?
No, I want to know why he's going crazy, and maybe the paper's a clue.
Can you give me an investigation check?
Yes.
And do you speak Infernal?
Infernal is script, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so you could read Infernal.
Yes.
Okay, so after reading through the paper, it becomes very evident that this is some kind of contract.
No,
It's
that's another
worded very awkwardly, but from the gist of it, what you can get is this individual. You think his name is Trevik. That's not a word you're familiar with in Infernal, so that sounds like it would probably be a name. Trevik will hereby give up the location of those hiding within the keep in return to spare his life.
Oh, okay.
Oh boy.
And you
got a
also managed
snitch.
to find. I mean, again, this is a devil contract, so you are. There's a lot of really kind of word twisting going around, and you manage to ascertain that this also ensures that his soul is kept for Zerial in Avernus, and is now bound to the first layer of the Nine Hells.
Oof.
I have a little saying of my own. Snitches get stitches.
Do you want to attack him?
No, I don't want to attack him. I don't want to attack him, but I feel like I must.
All right. Do you want to start initiative? Is that, hey, I want to start initiative?
No, let's ask him why he did it.
He's not responsive. He's just back and forth. I had to do it. I had to do it. And he's still just crying, tears. Like, he's not like sniffling or anything. He's just steadily, eerily, quietly repeating, I had to do it, with just tears streaming down his face.
He's mortified, basically.
So, what do we do, guys?
So it doesn't explicitly say it, but greater restoration is often used for mental traumas.
Hmm.
By the way, Vanny, you might want to check your mic. You're pretty quiet.
Better.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Much better. I had you caped up all the way to 200 and had a hard time.
Same.
There might be also some lower level spells that might be used to not necessarily break insanity, but to calm somebody down.
Yeah, I don't get that.
Friendship.
No.
I want
Friends will work. We don't want to be this guy's friend later.
as Blinken's saying that, I want him to like run open-handed like for a hug, but hit a wall flat face. Bam.
Not willing to.
Well,
Hey,
I know Ray and I are out of the question. We have no control over this.
Penance, can you give me a D20 real quick? Just a straight D20.
Yep.
As you walk up closer to him, he looks at you in the eyes. Eyes are just glazed over. He's on his hands and knees. He pulls his hands up and grabs at the bottom coat of your shirt and just starts yelling, "I had to do it! I had to do it! I had to do it!" And he's getting more and more feverish as time is going on.
Wait.
I bare knuckle knock his ass out.
To our help.
Oh, darn. I actually rolled well.
Do you want to wait? So, are you trying to bare knuckle his ass out first, or are we doing the medicine check first?
Let's do the medicine check
Yeah.
first.
I was hoping that was going to be like a natural 1, so I don't actually care what I learned from this check.
Well, so are you just trying to ascertain information, or are you trying to help him?
Sure, let's go with both.
Okay, so for you have to pick one. Are you trying to ascertain information or help him?
Well, I mean, I can just greater restoration him at any point.
Okay, well, the information that you're able to ascertain from him is he looks like he is in some kind of shock and denial. Nothing that's like magically imposed on him. He's not like missing half of his brain or anything like that, but he is probably super guilt-ridden and just kind of in like a frenzy of shock and guilt, which is a weird combination. But you would feel like a greater restoration would be probably more than way overboard for that.
So a lesser restoration sounds like it might
Yeah,
work.
but I get greater free once a day.
All right.
Oh. Well, you can always, it's overkill, but that doesn't mean you can't use it.
Right.
Do you want to use it?
I don't know.
Using a flamethrower to kill a spider still kills the spider.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
Nope.
You better hurry, because I'm going to knock this kid's ass out.
I'm about to launch Carl at him.
Yeah, Ray and I are kind of like thinking about, I'm
Okay.
still gonna get my
No,
bow out.
I'm not going to, because this person is no longer a person to Shep. He no longer has a soul.
Oh, that's true.
He's not worthy.
All right,
soul.
so go ahead and punch him. Give me an attack roll, Dad.
I don't know what to use, but
A D20 plus your strength.
oh,
You can make any melee attack non-lethal.
Yeah.
oh,
Not-
if I can do that,
Just do your greatsword attack non-lethally. Yeah, you hit him. I just need to know what the damage is.
yeah, I'm working on it.
Okay. So as he grabs the coat of your shirt, and is just saying over and over, "I had to do it." You butt him and you smack him like in the head with the pommel of your greatsword, and he falls down on the ground unconscious.
Swat.
Nice hit.
Thank you very much.
Well, I hope that it made it sound like a frying pan hitting bone. Like,
Oh, the soulless cherub is at peace.
okay.
All right. Do you guys want to leave him there? What do you want to do?
Can the goose eat him?
Just carry him with us.
Normal things.
Curiously, the goose is not available for service at this time.
Oh.
Please try again later.
Damn
Who
it.
broke the goose?
You can't. The goose chooses when to be there. He doesn't just.
Yeah.
You don't summon the
Ugh.
goose.
He's a picky
Damn.
boy.
The goose arrives whenever the goose wants to.
Like a neighbor, State Farm is there? No.
When convenient, the goose does
arrives
arrive.
precisely when he means to.
Damn it. Okay. Well,
Throw him on ship.
considering he was the only nutcase in that area, then we should just go south. If y'all want to keep him, we can keep him, but I don't care.
What alignment are you?
Who?
Me?
Scorpio? Yeah.
Hold on. Allow me to double check.
Does it really matter?
Yeah, actually,
I
I can
mean,
change it at any moment. So
oh my god! You know, whatever you are, you're neutral now. If you were good, you're neutral now.
I was 100% neutral to start with.
Oh, you were
I
true
think-
neutral?
I think I had to have been.
Your character sheet. That's like the one thing you have to open in this freaking game.
Yeah,
is your
I have
character
it open
sheet.
right now, motherfucker.
Look at it.
What does it
Oh,
say?
Yeah, here.
It doesn't say anything.
Why didn't you write it down?
You go to
Oh,
core
I'm
and you
good.
click this thing right
I'm
here.
good.
You didn't ever write it down. You didn't ever write. You know what you are? You're fucking lawful disappointment. That's what.
Lawful disappointment.
Oh.
There you go. There's your alignment. Lawful disappointment.
Nice way to spell disappointment, but
Shut
okay.
the fuck up. I don't know how to spell shit. You can take the California school system for that, okay? Wait, there's 2 A's? I thought it did 2 S's.
God.
I totally
changed it.
understand what lawful disappointment is now.
Did you just call me a disappointment? in
I
front of my
totally
friend?
get it. I totally get it.
God. Tries to call somebody else a disappointment and fucking he misspelled it again.
No, he didn't, because that was me.
Oh.
I added it because he was having a special.
The California school system is truly the disappointment here, seeing as both Katie and I come from them.
Half.
Alright, so what do you guys want to do with the guard? Do you just want to leave him there until he wakes up?
Oh, he's a guard. Okay.
Oh.
He
I thought
looks
you
like
said he was like a teenager.
no.
I thought he was
there's
a
dead
husband.
teenager. There's a dead
Oh.
teenager with the
Oh,
mom and the
shit.
dad. It's a family of a mom, dad, and a dead like 14-year-old.
Oh yeah, yeah. I totally smacked his ass out. I have no remorse whatsoever about that now.
Yeah. He looked like maybe early 20s guard. He has like the tattered like tunic of Elturel, like with the symbols of Elturel
Oh,
on
okay.
it.
Gotcha.
So he was an Elturel guard that had sold his soul to give up the location of presumably this family. And when the devils had killed the family, they laid them out in front of him to remind him of the mistake he just made.
Okay.
So you're just gonna leave him there, unconscious?
What else are we supposed to do? Let's tie him up.
I mean, you could kill him, you could time him up. I mean, you could leave him there. There's nothing wrong with that. I just want to
Pretty
make
sure I'm
sure
awful good.
before we move on that you guys have done everything that you want to do with him.
Well,
now.
usually if somebody's going nuts, you smack her around a little bit. Well,
All right, Michael Reeves.
the big boy over here, damn near buried his goddamn pummel into his skull, so I'm going to assume that Ed should do the same trick.
Well, it solved the problem, didn't it? He's not whining anymore.
Instead of rating at a 12th grade level, now he's at a 2. All right?
He can't
Technically,
count.
he's at a 0 grade level because he's unconscious.
It's accurate.
Great, you understand that he can regain consciousness.
I would presume that there's no permanent brain damage.
There might
Yeah,
be.
so
It was a
but
great sword
okay.
to the face.
Okay. So he's unconscious. Are you
Tie
guys
him up.
leaving?
No, I'm gonna tie him up.
All right, you
Nice.
tie him up. He is now tied up and unconscious, which is the prequel to Naked and Afraid.
She
Wow.
I
says,
can put him in my bag of holding.
"Won't he
You got
die?"
10 minutes in there. I think.
Suffocate him.
I mean, you do have like 10 minutes in there.
I know what I said.
Let's just throw him in
Well-
my sack. I don't know.
That's
I don't care if he dies.
That's why I suggested the goose, because we've had Blinken in there for an entire day, and
Yeah.
he's still alive.
So the goose is not a for you mechanic.
Yeah.
The goose is a for me mechanic.
Yeah.
so that I can easily navigate the entrances and exits of players elegantly in at least a way that sparks a modicum of comedy.
Wow, those are fancy words.
I know.
Good old California school
Too
system
bad
taught
I only
himself
know
thing.
what half of them mean.
Yeah.
Joke's on you, I can't read.
My name's
I can
Grant, I'm 23 and I never
What the
learned
hell
how
did
to
you do
read.
with all that college money?
Dad, it's called music performance, not English.
Oh, my
yeah,
god.
that's right. Forgot you were banging on sticks.
Excuse me,
You could do
banging
that for
sticks.
free on a Friday night at some clubs.
Shit.
Oh my god.
Do that.
She
at
has
home.
the point, you know.
Oh my god. Okay, he's tied up. He's a step away from naked and afraid. What do you guys want to do next?
I guess we should check the other hall.
Are you guys gonna go all the way down here first?
There's
Yeah,
a door
that's
here.
where I was
Should we
trying to
listen
get
to
at.
this?
Do you want to listen at that first, or?
Yeah, let's
Oh,
listen
we're
to
gonna
that.
get about there.
Okay, so as you approach the door, your weapon of warning gives you a telepathic warning of, hey, there's something not very good on the other side of this door.
And you two over here are also aware of that.
Oh, no, shit. That's
Yeah.
not how the weapon of warning works! Why do they call it the weapon of warning? That doesn't make any fucking sense.
Because it goes, hey, you've got 0.5 seconds before that person puts a sword through your.
My god.
I love how
It's such a
For me, his voice
stupid
cut out.
fucking mechanic.
you have half a second before somebody puts a
Basic-
sword through your.
So you guys can't be surprised. That's all it does. Okay, cool.
Yeah, we cannot be surprised. It'll wake us up if need be, and we have advantage on initiative.
It's so disingenuous. Duh. Thank you, Grifter. I apologize.
The weapon of, hey, heads up, look over there.
You don't. Yeah, you don't know shit. If you want to listen at the door, you can. Roll
I
a
want to
perception
listen
check.
at the door.
Listen
Oh.
at the fucking door.
I fucking will,
Wow.
Mom.
Click the fucking button.
I listen
If I'm
goodly
your
at the
mom-
door.
If I am your mom, there's some fucking time-space fuckery going on. Okay.
I
I would
listen
have-
goodly.
I would have to not exist yet and be your mother.
I'm just saying, Mother's Day is on Sunday. You might want to back it off a bit. Mom's sitting on the
Wait.
couch here.
Is it really?
Yes.
Yeah, it really is.
Yes,
Oh
oh
my
my
God.
god.
Hi, Mom.
Hey, man.
I'm sorry.
You have like the best mom. You shouldn't be a little shit stain.
Yeah, really.
Sorry, I get it. I must get it from somebody. I wonder who that could be.
Oh no.
Hey, fuck you. I didn't know Tom was robbing off on you.
Oh God, no! No! I went for a low blow and you went for a dick punch. Okay. You fucking hear shit
Hey.
on the other side of the door.
Dad. What can I say?
Oh my god. So what you hear on the other side of the door is you hear almost kind of like so you hear some chewing and some licking. And then you hear a small, like a very quiet, fiendish chuckle, like it's fiendish because it's kind of like a deep demonic voice. And you hear what sounds like somebody struggling against something.
My boy.
All right, do you want to see what's down here first,
Leroy Jenkins.
or are you just going in?
I
you
heard
think,
the
guys?
call of Leroy. Therefore, we
Let's do
must
it.
Jenkins.
Are you guys Jenkinsing right now?
Yep.
All right.
Leroy Jenkins.
Oh no.
Oh shit.
Leroy, oh no.
Yeah, oh shit.
Leroy! Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. God, no! The humanity!
I mean,
Uh,
I would like to point out in that video, they all died.
It's true.
Oh yeah, party wipes are just
That's
thing.
just the thing.
That's
So,
great.
as you swing open the door, you see a balcony. But what's probably a lot more interesting is what's on the balcony. Excuse me. You
Dead
see
bodies.
a devil over here that is kind of watching over two hellhounds as they're feasting on dead body remains. You see a tied up human over here with a spine devil keeping a pitchfork right up to his face. and you see another devil with what looks like a woman in his hand, chuckling maniacally. As he looks back over at the party, the human that is tied up on the ground yells, "No! Don't do it! Don't you do it!" And the devil laughs, runs a blade through the human's heart that he has over here, this human, and throws her body off of the balcony.
And
The
that's how
human
the
on the
bodies
ground
got on
cries,
the
"Mara!"
puberty.
I think that's
Pubertus!
here comes the stick.
Hey, hold on. That's 3 spell. You can't use that.
Okay. As the blade runs through the human's heart and she gets thrown off the edge, you hear the other guy on the ground yell in just agony, "Mariah, no!" And he's struggling and fighting against the rope that he's been bound with on the ground. "I'll kill you for this, you son of a bitch!"
Ooh.
The devil you don't get to move yet. It's not
No.
initiative.
Well, listen here.
No, you listen.
You no,
We're
no.
just breaking the rules.
Cut him off mid dialogue. No.
Stabby, stabby.
So she's thrown off the cliff, and you hear the sound of, or the balcony. You hear the sound of bones crunching as she hits the stairs and just like limplessly rolls down them. He lets out another chuckle of a laughter and turns around to face the party. Roll for initiative.
I do declare he is a wiener. Oh yeah, I'm not getting better than that. Shouldn't have even bothered with that second one.
That was quick.
Katie,
Yeah, no.
use the guidance.
On the 26.
Oh shit. Accidentally hit it twice.
You might as well.
Yeah, you can't use it for attacks.
Was it? It's 1d4?
Yep.
Cool, that 26 is now 28.
All right, Sven.
That sucks.
Oh my gosh, hold on, everybody. God damn it, I didn't clear the turn order after last time.
No, you did not.
That is ridiculous. I hate that you have to do that. Okay, Blinken got a 15, yes. Helha got a 2. He got an 8. Sven got a 12. Yep, he got, yep. Botherma got a 28. Right?
Yep.
Rhea is a 6.
Mm-hmm.
And Shep is a 24, and Penance is a 9.
Yep.
Alright. I need to delete all these other ones. Don't do that.
No, I was talking about me.
Oh. Don't do that to me.
My 9.
Alright. Botherma, it's going to start with you.
Yes, it is.
Someone's a little slow.
You talking to me?
No.
Oh.
Brr, brr.
Yeah, there we go. I would like to fire an arrow at this little schmuck.
Alright. Yes, you hit him.
Fuck yeah.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
That is a non-magical crossbow, right?
Yeah, I believe so. It's just normal.
Cool. Does not hurt him as much as you think it would.
Da, 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 da.
Alright, anything else?
No.
Alright, Shep, it's your turn.
Question.
Yeah.
How high up are we?
About 30 feet. And I know, don't think about the math of the bones breaking. Just accept it.
I'm just thinking of it's 3d6 and takes him out of combat for at least 2 turns. Unless they can fly. I'll use my last bead to cast Bless on the Kobold, the Barbarian, and the Paladin.
Yay, you're blessed.
That's 1 to 4 on attacks, right?
And saving throws, yeah.
Nice. Is it permanent or just one time?
It's for a minute or until I lose concentration.
Sweet. Thank you.
Alright, anything else?
I guess I will chill touch one of the hellhounds.
Alrighty. That does not hit.
Didn't think it did.
All right. Anything else?
I'm good.
Just had to use the rest of your movement, huh?
Oh no, if I was going to do that, I'd be over here.
Okay. So the devil that just threw the body over the ledge walks very blatantly in front of this guy, just to spite him. Hold on. Yeah, 15, 20. To get right up in your face. He smiles, pulls out his halberd, and makes 2 swipes at the paladin. One of them connects with you, dealing a total of 14 points of slashing damage. This guy also makes his way over here and will take a swipe at. So that was at Penance. The 14 points of slashing was at Penance. This guy's going to take a swipe at Rhea. And connect both times for a total of 18 points of slashing damage on Rhea. The Spine Devil is going to fling up his tail and pull the spine out of his tail and throw it at Rhea. He's going to throw 2 spines, both of them at Rhea, neither of them connecting. And it's Blinken's turn.
All right. I will shoot. One in front of the paladin.
Okay. You hit him. All right. Anything else?
Yeah.
That does not connect.
Hashtag blast, bitches.
Oh, you're blessed. That's right.
That makes it a
Add a d4.
17.
That does hit. Awesome. Is it the same one?
Yes.
Awesome. Anything else?
No.
Alrighty, Sven, it's your turn.
Two swipes at the one directly in front. Oh, rage, of course.
Okay. Give me 1 second. Okay, cool. The one in front of Rhea, you're raging and slashing at him?
In front of me, next to Rhea, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Go ahead. You have bless. The first one hits, the second one does not. Sorry.
D4, yeah.
Yeah. That hits, so both of them hit. 8, 6, and 9. 14, 23 points of damage, right? Yeah. Awesome. Anything else?
27 points of damage.
No, the extra radiant doesn't add to the second attack.
Oh, okay.
Nope, that's it.
Alrighty. Penance, it's your turn.
Greatsword, and I have a 1 to 4 to attack, so I am going to use this one. Fuck.
Oof.
Even with a 1 to 4, that's not going to hit.
No. You could just roll your.
Oh my god!
Oof.
I missed both. Shit. Fucking hate this game. I don't know what else to do.
Do you have any bonus action stuff?
All my lay on hand stuff, that's an action anyway.
Usually the only bonus action paladins have is the smite spells.
Yeah, but I got a hit, so. And I didn't. As I
Well,
said,
there's separate spells that are actually like staggering smite or something like that that allow you to make a melee attack with your bonus action and get the effects of that particular spell.
Oh no, you don't make a melee attack. It just takes effect on the next attack that hits.
Okay. Alrighty. Well, in that case, as you guys are fighting these devils, the human on the ground manages to get his arms, the rope around his arms. So basically, what he does is his hands are tied behind his back. He pulls the bolt, the ink shot into the spine devil out of his leg. It cuts through the ropes that are on his hands, and he stands up, ready to beat some ass on his next turn. So that is this human over here. All right, Rhea, it's your turn.
Two swipes at the one down south.
Okay. The first one hit. So for 12 points of slashing damage. All right, anything else?
No.
All right, the two hellhounds rush over, one right here to try to take a bite out of Rhea, and he does not succeed to beat her armor class. And then this guy runs over here and tries to take a bite out of the human, which, what am I looking for? That's what I'm looking for. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. He does not manage to successfully bite the human. As he goes to bite, the human kind of bounces away up on 1 foot away from the attack. All right, Bothroma, it's your turn.
All right. Is anyone bloodied?
Sorry.
like characters or
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Or
if a character
real
below,
The party.
below half health, yeah.
The actual end of that question.
I'm not
'Cause I would-
bloody, but I'm close.
Okay.
I hope no one's like bleeding right now.
Well, you know, it's that time of the month.
27 out of 49 hit points.
We
is
could
what I'm
tell.
Yeah, I'm trying not to read the bars.
We can tell. Wolf.
Well,
Oh,
so here's the thing. You've been adventuring with people, you'd be able to tell their physical state well.
yeah,
True.
you guys, yeah, go ahead and base off the bars. That's fine.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm pretty
I don't
fucked
care.
up.
Besides, HP
Okay.
doesn't... Just because you're on half HP doesn't mean you've taken any damage, because it's an abstract thing. A lot of people compare it to, this is how much luck you have, you know, how lucky you are to dodge that next strike.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, but that's a level of role playing that I'm not comfortable with yet.
There.
Taking 20 can do what he wants to do, but he's been doing this for a lot longer than I have. Hey!
It's not a lot, but it's something.
Set on penance?
Yeah. So that uses 20 of my total movement.
Penance gets 6 health back. Yay!
Yay!
Alright, anything else?
I'm not dead yet.
And then that one, I believe, yeah, that's the action.
I'm suddenly less dead.
I'm suddenly less dead. Just a
Okay.
flesh wound. Just a flesh
It
wound.
did me a flesh wound.
Excuse me.
I'm reading this real quick.
Appadig, appadig, appadig! Appadig.
Next 10 minutes.
I wanna
Ability
watch that.
attack or saving throw.
Human just open up wholesale ass beating on that devil.
I'm tossing that to Rhea because I think she's having a hard time hitting.
Alright, Bard. So is penance, but okay. Technically, all of you have the extra D8 to add to your attack roll if you want to as well.
Yeah, but when you roll a 7, It doesn't help.
Twice. Yeah.
All right, so Rhea has Bardic Inspiration.
Yeah.
All
Seems to be
right,
having a
let's
tough
make sure
time.
Scorpio notates that.
True that.
Anything else?
No.
Alrighty. One round of Bless has elapsed. Ship, it's your turn.
Use my last second level bead to do a second level cure wounds on the paladin.
Okay.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Not dead.
My life for ire. Hey, 12 hit points! Woo!
How do you get 12?
10 plus 2?
Oh, there's a 2. Okay, sorry.
Sorry, that was a really shitty way for me to put it. How do you get 12? 10 plus 2? I mean, 6 plus 6 works as well, but...
Fuck you. I'm taking. I'm
And-
taking 15 then.
Has the guy in the center taken damage?
He has not. The Hellhound has not.
Well, that's for the little hellhound. And that's for the guy above him.
Alright, so he... Oh, Hellhound, Wisdom saving throw. He... fails, and the guy above him, Wisdom saving throw. Gosh, I wish I could just double click the token to get the character sheet.
A shift double click.
Are you serious?
Yep.
Oh my god. Oh, that's so much easier.
Oh, that is cool.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, cool. Yeah, both of them fail. I mean, fuck, I'll give them disadvantage for teaching me something cool like that.
The first guy takes 7. The hell,
The Hellhound takes 7. Why are you adding the D8 to damage?
Oh, that's
because
cool.
I'm level 5 and it only
Oh.
rolled 1d8.
That is true.
Oh, that is so much faster.
Yeah.
And then did you roll the 2d12 for the other dude?
Yep.
Cool.
That was just a 9.
Awesome. Alrighty, anything else?
Nope, that's action. Retreat action.
Okay. Okay, I like that a lot. So if I close this, oh my god, it just pulls up at the character sheet. That's so cool. All right, so this guy is gonna go ahead and take 2 more swings at Penance with his halberd. What's your armor class again?
18.
Both of them connect. You take a total of 15 points of slashing damage. The other guy down here is going to now swipe twice with his halberd at Sven and connect once for 17 points of slashing damage on Sven.
17?
Yeah. You are raged. It is slashing damage.
That's...
Half damage.
I know, I'm trying to do math in public.
8.
Yeah, I did.
Cool. All right, this Spine Devil is really pissed off that the human got up and is going to go ahead and try to bite and poke him. And he does manage to bite him, dealing some unknown amount of damage. The guy, though, the human, the mysterious human, does definitely look bloodied, though. Very bloodied. All right, Blinken, it's your turn.
She's AFK for a second and told me to shoot for her.
Okay.
Still going for that guy, I guess.
That hits. That hits. And 10. What's the other damage? 19 points of damage. This top guy next to Penance is pretty bloodied.
Yes.
All right. Anything else for Blinken?
No.
Sven, you're up.
2 swings at the one right in front of me.
Okay.
Click.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
And then you have Bless.
Yep. Which is this, that.
Shit, that was so close for the second attack. The crit obviously hit. Your other attack did not hit.
Okay. It's taking a while for these clicks to. There you go.
Right,
And-
it's been laggy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess most people have started a Friday night game night.
probably.
Hmm.
10 plus 12 is 24. No. 10 plus 12 is
22.
22. I don't know why it's at 24. This guy also looks extremely bloodied. All right, anything else?
No.
All right, Penance, it's your turn.
All right, I'm gonna take a swing at this guy, and 15. Is that enough to hit?
Roll your bless. That hits.
Okay. 18
So
points
you,
damage.
pissed after he just cut deep into you, you take your sword in two hands and cleave his body into, as it just
Okay.
melts into an ichor that flows down into the main hallway. All right, you still have one attack.
Do I have enough? Guys, do you think I should go try and get the attention of this bone demon over here from the human?
Well, he has attention on both the dog and the demon. So I mean, you can try and get his attention, but I don't know about getting both aggroed.
Okay. Can I
Worth a
move
shot.
and attack?
Yeah, well, yeah. So your movement could be split up anywhere through your turn.
Okay,
So you
so
still have what extra attack? Yeah.
I'm gonna move there, and then I am going to attack this guy.
Okay. That definitely. Actually, hold on. These guys are. You get bless,
Yes.
and actually no. So you're gonna miss if you just use bless.
What else can I use?
You have an extra D8 that the piano gave you.
Ah, yeah.
8, 9, 10, 11, and then roll for your bless. 12, 13, 14. 14 hits.
Okay.
Just barely. But you hit him. And
And
you've
you-
cleaved him in two.
God.
All right, good.
All right. Anything else?
I kick the dog.
The dog whimpers.
And your little dog.
You're a little dog too.
All right. So as you cleave the spine devil in two, this guy quickly looks behind his shoulder and hey Vander, how long does it take to pick up a weapon? Is it an action or is it a bonus action?
It is your free item
Free-
interaction.
Free action? Okay, cool. So he uses his foot to kick up a quarterstaff that was lying on the ground next to him. You can see that it has silver end caps on it. And he just goes ahead and smacks the shit out of that dog with the quarterstaff. And he hits him. Did I roll? I did not put damage in here. Uh-oh. When I created this NPC. I need to do this. He has. Oh, that's because I clicked the wrong text. I did not. Oh, yeah, the damage is there. Why did it not roll? Okay, I have to click that. Okay, cool. So yeah, so he hits the dog with the quarterstaff. The dog lets out a whimper, and you feel the hair stand on the back of your neck, Penance, as with really insane movement speed, something that is just faster than you thought he could muster. He swings around the quarterstaff in one hand and delivers two punches to the dog with his bare hands. The dog is now bloodied.
Told you he was gonna do some.
The
cold
dog
blood.
also needs to make a save. And
Oh, I should have smited.
and what kind of okay, that's what the kind of save is. So we'll do that.
I'm thinking we got a monk here.
And the dog is pushed back. Is it 10 feet or 15 feet? I think it is 10 feet. Yeah. And the dog is pushed back 10 feet. All right. That is going to be his turn. It is Rhea's turn.
Okay. So towards that demon again.
Okay. The first one hits. The second one may be blessed. Oh, wait. She wasn't blessed.
No, she wasn't.
Okay. So the first one hits, and she slays that demon, cutting him in two. All right.
Bardic Inspiration.
So
I don't know.
that was the first attack. That hit the first demon. So instead of rolling, so the second attack is going to go to the Hellhound, I presume, then, right? Yeah. So that one would still miss the Hellhound. She does have Bardic Inspiration. Cool. If she's not going to use it, it is then the Hellhound's turn. Cool. The Hellhound, I need Rhea and Sven and 1, 2, 3. And Bothrama to give me a dexterity saving throw.
One sec. I have advantages in saving throws against magical effects and spells.
So, and actually, I
Is
do
that
have a
what it
question
is?
with this, Vander. By magical effects, does it mean a creature's innate abilities?
Fire breath is not magical.
That's what I thought. So no, it is not magical.
Okay. No.
Okay, so Rhea takes 21 points of fire damage, and Bothrama and Angst take half of that, which will be 10 points of fire damage.
From the dog?
Yeah, as the Hellhound breathes out a cone of fire and then kind of laughs like a hyena afterwards. This Hellhound is going to make his way back up to the human and try to take a bite out of him. He does not manage to hit the human. And yeah, dog Hellhound, same thing. And that would be all of the Hellhound's turns. Bothrama.
As an action, can I force a friendly to drink a potion?
You could force feed a potion to a friendly.
Yeah.
The difference being that you have to be within reach of the friendly.
Yeah.
I think I had 50.
Would I roll
Hold
the
on.
potion, or would they?
I would say you go ahead and roll the potion. Who are you feeding a potion?
Cool. So that's a healing potion. So.
To who?
Rhea.
Rhea. Okay, so you're feeding a healing potion to Rhea, so she gets 8 hit points back.
Yep.
All right.
And that's an action.
All right. Anything else?
How many have I used? And then I'm gonna go back. That's all.
All right, Shep, it's your turn.
Oh, first I'll cast Toll the Dead and the Hellhound.
Okay. He fails his save. Okay.
And then I'll toss out a healing word to Rhea.
Hey, 8 health to Rhea.
I guess I should actually bust into my first level spell slots for the day.
Yeah. You know it's bad when you're actually having to use your first level spell slots. All right, Blinken, it's your turn.
Right. I am going to shoot the dog.
You hit him? You're talking about the close one, right?
Yes.
Alrighty. Anything else? He looks super bloodied.
I'll hit the other one,
Okay.
and I'm taking a -5 penalty.
Okay. With the
What?
Hellhound, that hits.
With a -5, so it'd be a 15.
Oh, 15? Oh, because you don't have one set up with the -5. Okay. So it'd be 11 plus 4 is 15 that hits. Barely.
I do 20 damage.
All right, and you pin the Hellhound up against the wall
That's
over here.
Okay, yeah, that's that hellhound.
Yeah, that one, right? This one? Okay, cool. Yeah, you pin him against the wall. His now lifeless corpse just dangling there in the middle of the air.
Okay.
All right, Sven.
Okay, so swing twice for this fucking hellhound that can't die.
You hit and you hit. And with the first strike, you smash its body in to the ground, killing or splattering what remains of this quote unquote living being. All right. Cool. So as combat ends, the human over here just kind of collapses to one knee, hanging on really hard to his quarterstaff, and just breathing really heavily. He looks very, very wounded. All right, what do you guys want to do?
Should we talk to this guy?
Probably.
After, so are you guys gonna talk to him?
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay, so who's talking? So okay, cool. So, what do you want to say to him? He's still catching his breath right now. Do you want to wait for him to catch his breath?
Or we just force feed him a potion.
Cool. So after a couple seconds, he gets back up on his feet, still very wobbly and looks very kind of doozy, just kind of dizzy a little bit, and puts his hand on Penance's shoulder and says, "Thank you for your help in saving me. Unfortunately, we were too late. These fuckers." And he just kicks the devil at his feet in the head, and he just like crushes the skull of the one that Penance just cleaved in half with his foot. It was too late, but I really do appreciate for you guys helping when you can.
Who is the woman?
That was my wife,
Oof.
Maria.
Sorry.
It's Torm will make sense of it.
Are we sure she's dead?
I think
Only
based
30
on the
feet.
bodies we saw flopping over
So-
before.
So before you asked this of him, you saw the devil run a blade through her chest and throw
Dead
her off a
spell.
balcony.
I would always ask that.
And then you saw him, you heard get thrown over the body, and you heard a lot of bone crunching as she hit the floor.
Wait, I've got 300 gold worth of diamond on me. I can fix this.
There we go. Okay.
Oh my god, really? Are you gonna do that? I mean, you're totally within your abilities too.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
You're gonna bring her back to life?
The dude would be stoked.
Oh wait, no, I have 300 gold worth of ruby on me.
You hear a quizzed, very puzzling honk,
Oh no.
What?
honk,
It's a goose.
It's a goose.
Apparently the goose is willing to let me buy diamond.
honk, and the goose melts out of the stone at your feet with its mouth open expectingly.
You.
Honk!
Oh my god.
Sure.
Gets
How much-
more and more.
Here's 1,800 gold worth for diamonds.
You want to give him 1,800 gold and have him poop that amount of diamonds?
Yes.
He will not always do this trade because I don't know how broken this will make the game. But for right now, this won't break the game right now. So just for context, the goose is taking it right now, but has full ability to not take it in the future.
Okay.
And
Cool.
how much
I'm-
is that worth in, like, attempts of the spell or whatever?
6 castings.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so you plop 1,800 gold into the goose's mouth, and you hear
Single mixer.
as he shakes his head back and forth with just the clanging of gold, and then he goes conk, and then just lets out a load of a poop.
A load.
That is a leather sack that is tied off at one end.
I'm gonna run down and go get her body and bring her back.
Not enough time. It only works within a minute.
Can you? Do you have to?
Been over a minute?
It has been 2 rounds of combat. The goose
That's like,
poops this out.
isn't that like 30 seconds?
That was 12 seconds.
Oh, 12 seconds.
So that was 12 seconds. And you have probably spent another 15 seconds getting the diamonds. And yep, are you just yeeting yourself off the edge?
Okay, Leroy.
I mean, I
Nice.
have rope. You could use the rope. I have 50.
How is he gonna use the rope? He's a horse!
Just fucking yank.
You could
Over the
try.
fucking edge.
It's probably less of a height than his jumping distance. I don't even know if he takes fall damage for this, to be 100% honest.
Jumping distance is based off of strength. I've got a -1.
Okay, do you take... you're the rules person. Do you take fall damage for this?
You take 1d6 for every 10 feet.
3D.
Okay, roll 3d6 for me.
Oh my god.
And give yourself... okay.
Wow, you got
And then
lucky.
yeah, 7. You take 7 points of damage. Fuck it. If you want to do this, you will yeet yourself off the edge. It's the only way that you'd be able to save her. You would yeet yourself off the edge, take 7 points of damage, and would get there just enough time to cast Revivify on her.
I lean over watching in horror.
All right, so the human he introduces his name as Ridley, by the way. Ridley looks around, is very confused that the horse just jumped off the balcony, and then a couple seconds later hears his wife inhale air and go, "Oh my god! Oh my god!" As she freaks out, just being brought back to life. The last thing she remembered was getting stabbed and then thrown off the edge of the balcony.
I just want to hear that moment of just like you hear clopping from down the hall, getting louder and louder. Just yank past him, and then just hear his wife start breathing. What the? I'd be freaking the fuck out personally, but okay.
But there's only one thing that we really should be concerned.
What?
Y'all are still blessed.
Hey. Feeling blessed.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Okay.
You are the shit,
Jesus.
man.
You see that guy? He's the shit, man. All right. So the human, Ridley, runs over to the edge of the balcony and looks over and sees you've just cast the Revivify spell, and the wounds that his wife had suffered have healed, and she is just barely just kind of using your haunch legs, your rear end, your horse part, to balance yourself up to kind of get back up off the ground. Even she's very weak, but she is alive right now. And
The
he
horse's
just
ass.
starts crying and sets down. He drops his quarterstaff, just gets down on his knees right on the balcony, says a very quiet prayer to Torm, and says, "Thank you for sending these adventurers to help me. Thank you, thank you, thank you."
We need 400 gold pieces.
We need 400 gold pieces.
Now, I can only bring somebody back
It's not-
5 more, I can only bring you guys back 5 more times, except for Sven. Him I can get all day.
Because fucking zealot barbarian. All right, I'm assuming you're bringing her back up to the balcony.
Sure.
Cool. Bring her back up to the balcony. Here she is. She's no longer dead. Let me get that axe off of her. Let me do -3 because she only had 4 hit points.
Oh, I can fix that.
Oh, don't. Are you gonna heal her? That's totally cool if you do.
We're going downstairs after this. Which means either we're safe or we're going to run into a dead druid and know to run away. Either way, we win.
Oh god, please don't.
Yes, she is healed.
Wouldn't it really suck if you guys went through all of this just to go down and figure out that all the commoners are dead in there because there was a devil in there the whole time? Oof. That would really suck, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, that would.
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
Fine.
Don't care.
They died like how they lived, being cowards.
That's right.
Oof.
Being common.
Fuck.
Being commoners.
Be commoners. All right.
Okay, Grant,
Yeah.
is there a way to OD on potions?
Okay, first we had the multiple hour long tangent about the comparisons of elephant penis to Luxodon penis. I really
Yes.
don't want to think about the chemical
did that come
repercussions
out?
of drinking too much potions.
I'm not talking about the Loxodon. I'm talking about a little lady.
I'm a little lady.
Oh my god, no.
None of you have played Little Misfortune, which is so sad because it's fucking adorable and horrific at the same time.
Jesus.
There's no, you cannot OD on healing potions. OD.
Okay, cool, because Rhea and Sven are gonna chug 3 potions each.
Okay.
I wish you could get addicted to them, like cocaine.
Oh my god.
Cocaine's one hell of a drug.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Start scratching your
Cocaine's
throat.
a
I
hell of a
need.
drug.
Your couch!
Fuck your couch. I didn't do that. Yeah, I did.
These are my pants.
Now, I would like to point out that Sven, or not Sven, Shep can make health potions.
Yep.
They'd be, fave recipe.
No. You don't. I mean, go for it if you really want to drink Fey potions.
Dear God, boy.
What?
3 potions each. I like it. It's classy.
So, both of those
Amanda's
numbers are
just
short
losing her
by
shit.
Yeah, we all heard her.
Yeah, you need to add 4 to each number.
My roommate told me that in pandemic, paranoia,
Whatever.
there are there are health potions that basically you can get addicted.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's awesome.
+4 to each one, or +4 to the total?
Plus
plus
4
4
to the total.
each total.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Because it's 2d6 plus 2 each.
Yeah, and so Shep, apparently penance gives you 400 gold.
Yep, I saw that.
Awesome, cool. And so now you guys have made it up. So Ridley runs over and embraces. Actually, I guess, yeah. Ugh, excuse me. I'm like trying not to burp, but I just have to get it out. All right, so Maria hops off the centaur's back and runs over, and Maria and Ridley embrace each other, both crying very loudly, and just very happy to still have each other.
The fight is not over yet, little ones. We still need to get to a safe place.
Once you say that, Ridley gathers up his quarterstaff and looks like he just pats his pockets to make sure he has everything else. He looks over at Maria and just says, "Stay behind me." And he walks up to, I guess, Sven, since Sven's the one who said that, and says, "You have my quarterstaff until we reach a place that is safe." As in, he will fight with you guys until you reach a place that
I'm
is
not
safe.
actually proficient with that.
I'm not proficient with that.
About that, I mean, thanks for the gift, but like,
Well,
no.
I am a humble monk of Torm,
Okay.
and I insist on making my way and being as useful as I possibly can for your gracious offer of saving me and my wife.
All right, let's go down to the druid. Is there any more exploring we need to do up here?
You guys didn't go down here. I mean, you
Everybody-
can see it, but you didn't go down there.
Is there anything to check out?
Do you want to check out and see if there's anything to check out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Wait,
We're
can
just
we
gonna
loot
move-
the bodies first?
There's a bunch
There
of
we go.
halberds. You get 2 halberds.
Quack quack.
I don't even know what that is, but okay.
It's a two-handed weapon. You get 2 halberds.
It's an axe on a stick.
Cool. I'll just move everybody over here. Okay, so as you approach this guard tower, you see 3 guards, their armor ripped to shreds, almost completely eviscerated, with a couple dead hellhounds that I didn't put the tokens for at their feet. And then behind them, you see a group of huddled commoners, huddled civilians, that looks like they were torn to shreds by whatever pushed their way through the guards. These 3 guards
Alright.
managed to kill. There's probably 4 or 5 hellhound corpses on the ground.
Nice. Anything else?
No, that's all that's in here.
Okay.
4 or 5 hellhounds isn't enough for you?
No.
That's pretty
not at
impressive
all.
for 3 guards. I mean, some of this is really cool. I could gush about this later when I'm not DMing it, but I really like how this is set up.
Well, I guess I'll put their bodies in my bag for later burial.
God.
For later burial. Just the guards, or do you want to just start collecting commoners too?
Yes.
A or B.
So you have a bag of
Yes.
holding, right? I think the maximum capacity is what, 500 pounds?
Yep.
Did I say humble monk of porn? No, I said humble monk of torm. Torm.
I say I think most
This
guys in high
isn't-
school can qualify for that humble monk of porn.
This
That's
isn't
right.
This isn't Johnny Sins reinvented in D&D.
That's
Yeah,
the
I
next
was gonna
character.
say.
That's your next character is a humble monk of porn.
So,
He's gonna have every profession.
Hook.
He's gonna be a doctor. He's gonna be a plumber. He's gonna be a fireman. He's gonna.
But
be
he's
a
not actually
policeman.
gonna be very good at any of those.
He's gonna be a monk with a mean right hook.
He's gonna have a
Yeah,
hell of a
right.
quarter
Look,
staff.
wink, wink.
there's a build that gets you proficiency in every skill and expertise in half of them. That's the Johnny Sins build.
That's the
Yep.
Johnny Sins build.
Fuck
Alright.
it, Barney gets inspiration to all ladies.
It's an inspiration.
With
to
a
all-
single hip thrust.
Yep. Hey, ladies. No, I do that just instant pregnant everywhere, everyone.
Okay, what do you guys want to do now?
Stay the fuck away from that monk you were just talking about.
Yeah, well.
Loot some baddies.
There's nothing valuable in any of these bodies except for the bodies themselves.
Well, they don't do anything for me without a
These
pulse.
bodies?
Sorry, what?
Does geese eat bodies?
The geese doesn't eat bodies. No.
Vander's
Damn
bag does.
Vander's bag is a bag that eats bodies.
Only like 4 of them.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it has a maximum weight capacity of like 500 pounds, right?
Right.
How many do you already have in there?
2.
I vote that Vander can get packs that like the saddle packs
Oh no, this is custom
of
made.
holding. I want saddle packs of holding, like multiple.
Vander, can you give me a D20 real quick?
What, do they just mysteriously appear?
Okay.
No, he's seeing if Shep can't tell weight so that the bag rips and spews it all into the astral plane.
That's not what I'm doing. The goose walks up to you with a puzzled look on his face and vomits some saddlebags on your back.
Oh my
no.
gosh!
Are they
He
covered in
gives-
vom?
A nice cheeky wink and pops out of existence.
Oh god.
Nice sacks.
Nice sex.
How big are they on the inside?
You have, as you explore, you're like, wow, this are 6 saddlebags of holding. Oh my gosh, but they only accept raw human corpses? That's a weird enchantment on them. Oh, dumbass, I need to drink water. Thank you.
That
What are the
patchy
odds?
fits with the goose. Yeah. I've seen what he likes to do in the weekends.
So yes, you
Blinken's
have...
like, ooh, maybe I was in one of those.
Blinken has definitely been in one of those a couple of times.
Uh-huh.
They do not contain any additional air. They're literally 6 bags of holding that are explicitly for the purposes of containing remains because you're fucking weird.
What exactly do you do with them?
Don't worry.
You
Uh,
Yeah, you don't concern yourself with
How
that.
much
Any
does a
You're
character-
gonna get the jerky boys on us. That's my business.
How much do you know about Yurgle? Your character.
Me?
Yeah, how much does your character know about the god Yurgle?
Probably a religion roll.
Oh.
Oh boy.
Oh, we're having Men of Steel.
Oh,
So-
Go ahead. Yeah, Vander, go ahead.
Yurgle is a god of death, and the main task of his clergy is to record the names of all the deceased.
That's it. Just record them.
Yes, because Yurgle reads out the record of somebody's soul before they are assigned to where they go for the afterlife.
Okay. So why collect the bodies?
Oh, Speak with Dead is a spell.
Oh, I see. So you need their names.
Yes.
Copy that. We're cool.
Whew!
That could have gone poorly.
Laughs. Necromancer.
I'm not even a wizard.
You're not a necromancer. You're not a wizard. You're a cleric. I just think that that's hilarious. All right, what do you guys want to do next? You want to go down to that secret door?
Yeah. The
Cool.
one that with the druid.
Yeah, the one with the druid who basically yeeted you out of there. All right, so as you guys, let me just go ahead and clear these tokens. Oh, I'm gonna need to. Okay. Come here. Can I? Hey, Scorpio, can I cut these and then just paste them on a different page? These tokens.
you might want to ask Vander that.
Not Scorpio, Vander. I'm so sorry.
I was wondering.
Say, I think.
I don't see why not. I've never tried to.
Copy. Let me see if I can, because if I could just paste them here, that would make this so much easier. Paste. Yes, you have to do the right-click copy paste. All right, so are you guys gonna go in?
Yes.
All right, so you guys can't see anything yet. That's as designed. Don't worry. First,
No,
then
I'm blind.
Second, now you know how it feels to be Lincoln.
I'm not sure.
I know, I was about to say I'm an actual dragon.
I'm not sure.
Look, it's kind of like Pokemon evolution. It goes Kobold, Dragonborn, Real Dragon.
I'm stuck in between the last two.
I thought
What the fuck am I, a shiny? What the fuck?
you're an elephant,
Oxidon?
dude. You have
Oh.
nothing to do with dragons.
Okay, that's cool.
You have literally nothing to do with dragons.
Yeah.
That's fine. Okay.
Don't worry about it.
Okay, so these
No,
are.
he could be a half dragon.
I need to move these guys here.
Half dragon, half elephant.
That's a weird
Yes.
penis.
That is a really wild night.
That's a real wild night. And then let me just go here and grab all your tokens because you guys were like in the right sort of area here. Grab Lincoln, grab Shep, and grab Lulu. There's literally 10 tokens for the party.
Don't worry.
At least they're not all PCs because that family game is a lot. That's a lot of turn economy.
Yeah, it is.
But it's bonding.
Male bonding. All right, so as you guys enter through the secret door, you guys arrive in the catacombs. And so you walk down all of these stairs, and you see there's an altar at the end of the hall. At the end of the hall, right here, this small isolated tomb opens up at the end of a flight of broad stairs off the open. Okay, there's a tomb here. I don't know why they phrased it so weirdly. So there's a tomb here at the end. It's like an open tomb, kind of Cinderella style. And there's a body of a young woman that lies on the altar with a gleaming greatsword at her side. Looks perfectly preserved.
Hey, Rhea. What's this?
Rhea looks over at what you're pointing at, and she gets a smile on her face. That's the unknown hero. That was the so basically before the companion had appeared in the sky, there was a young red dragon that made life miserable. As the tale goes, there was a young red dragon that made life miserable for the residents of Elturel. Burned livestock, burned crops, ate livestock, demanded a tribute.
Sounds like
and
me.
One day there was a unarmored woman wielding a great sword that marched up to the dragon and hacked at the beast with mighty swings. Before the dragon could flew away, she slew it. Everybody, everybody had ran over to her and tried to thank her and reward her for her bravery. But as they approached, she fell over dead. She was laid to rest here in this special place of the cathedral, and her body has never decomposed since.
Weird.
So she's dead?
Creepy.
Yeah, I mean, she's been here since well before I was born.
Holy shit!
Ain't gonna
that
need
sounds
this
like
greatsword
some
anymore.
necromancy.
Sorry, I had two people were talking. Something about necromancy and something about the greatsword.
Go ahead.
Oh, all I said was, holy shit, that sounds like some necromancy right there.
Mm-hmm.
Ah,
And I said she ain't gonna be needing that greatsword anymore. So I want to go check it out.
you want to go check out the greatsword?
Yeah, I just want to look at it.
Okay, so as you're walking up, Rhea is a little nervous. It just says, please, definitely take a look at it, because we offer prayers up there, but please don't disturb the body. There's a bunch of rumors, and people were trying to speculate what had happened with this story, and people think that she's like an incarnation of Torm, or Torm's essence filled her and inspired her to defeat the dragon. But just please don't desecrate it, especially at a time like this. We could use all the good fortune that we could get.
All right. I'm lawful good anyway. I was gonna steal it. Just go look at it.
You can go look at it. I mean, it looks like a regular greatsword.
Okay.
Appropriation is the word.
Yes.
All right, so you guys also hear light chattering coming from these hallways. It sounds like to the right of the hallways, like hushed whispers. Where do you guys want to go?
Are we able to recognize the voices or no?
I mean, they're too quiet for you to understand, to be able to determine anything. So it's like you can hear the noise, but not anything of what they're actually saying.
I see.
Shall we go that way?
I said we go that way.
Move your tokens. Where are you going? Okay, looks like... Alright, so, no, you guys are going north. Okay, cool. So as you guys go up, this is what you see.
Stairs.
The hushed voices are coming over from this direction to the right. But you have a bunch of stuff up to the left as well. You're just gonna go that way?
Yeah.
Do you want to look up the stairs or no?
Sure. Wow.
Hold on. Let me just do this. And let me just do this.
Ah.
Alright, so that room that you see when you look up there, it is, and Rhea could confer this information to you as well. It looks like it's a chamber that's used for Torm's council. Rhea says that the large oval table that's in the center of the room it's surrounded by 40 comfortable chairs. That's what you can see.
Wow.
And she tells you that the chamber was used for meetings with individuals chosen to provide counsel to the high priests. Rhea also says that she was once in that room as well, with just providing some tactical advice, and I believe that's where she took her oath.
I want to listen around this corner, see if I can make out words.
You hear voices in common just saying hushed whispers. and just like, I hope they don't find us. You hear a little quiet sniffling.
Boo.
Boo. All right. So we're just gonna go ahead and reveal this whole thing here for you guys to make it nice and easy.
I don't say boo. That would be mean.
That would be mean. You say knock knock, devil time.
No.
Idly ho, neighborinos.
You just start
That's even scarier.
strutting through.
Howdy doody there, neighbors.
All right. So as you walk on through, you see a chamber that is just filled
Wow.
with commoners. This is probably some of the last remaining survivors in El Terrell. And I'm gonna move you guys up here. As you guys walk in, Ridley and his wife move over towards this area, and as Ridley passes by the group, he turns around to each one of you and says thank you again and gives you a deep bow, and to show his appreciation for saving him and his wife.
What's up with this one and this one?
Okay, so this is what looks like. Here, let me describe the room first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, let me pull this up. So this large crypt area is presently home to over 100 frightened people. They
Wow.
cower behind the sarcophagi and in alcoves, their eyes red and their cheeks stained with tears.
Hmm.
Standing before a large font is a haggard woman, her gray hair matted with sweat. With one arm, she clutches a leather-bound tome to her breast. In the other hand, she wields a ceremonial mace that would probably shatter if it struck anything harder than a pillow.
Oh.
That is this woman here. And these two are holding a stretcher that is containing this one in the middle. Looks like a very young adult. And the woman brings her hands up into a small prayer, places her hand on the forehead of the person on the stretcher and shakes her head. And then these two carry the body off. Once she is done, she looks up at she looks up and sees Ridley, and just takes a deep breath. Oh my gosh, I thought you had died. I could have sworn that you had died. Thank Torm, praise Torm, that you guys have made it. That you've made it here, and we're able to make it here. Ridley looks over. He's like, yes, we wouldn't be here right now if it wasn't for these people. And I'm just gonna bring you guys in so it makes more sense.
Yeah.
And he waves his hand over to you guys, and the acolyte walks up to you guys and says, thank you so much for bringing everybody here that you can. The druid over there, Seltern had told us that you had brought with you some citizens to High Hall and had helped cleared out the remaining invasion force that was here. Thank you again for doing that. I really cannot thank you guys enough. She looks like she's been through. I mean, just like everybody else, she looks like she's been through hell.
But
And she hasn't slept in probably the past 48 hours. And she looks over at the party and asks, "Have you heard from older Ravengard yet? Have you happened to see him?"
I don't think we have we?
No, I don't think so.
Ah, shoot. He was here. He was the first one to marshal us over to the cathedral. And he went off with a small group of guards to help try to track down an artifact that could help us in the situation in the cemetery. But we haven't heard from him since. It's been, I don't even know. I can't tell time in this godforsaken place. It's been a long time since
Godforsaken.
we've
It's the
heard
crypt
from
under
him.
a church.
In hell.
Eh.
She can't tell time in
Gotcha.
hell. And so she looks like she literally has not slept for 48 hours, and probably, you know, if she was a caster or something like that, like she would have like no spell slots. She would probably she probably has a level or two of exhaustion, just from a meta standpoint, just so you could kind of get an idea. She's exhausted. And just looking around the room, you see huddles of different people that looks like they're all grouped together. The druid is over here with the commoners that you guys had saved in this little alcove, passing out good berries and to some of the survivors. The mother and the mom that had the 2 kids, as well as there's the halfling kid and the dwarf acolyte. They all look up and smile, really a weary smile, and wave, and just you hear a very quiet thank you uttered from the mother, as it looks like she's finally like able to rest for a second. She probably also hasn't been able to rest since Avernus, Elsrel was pulled into Avernus. And then you see everybody over here. You see a group of people over here that are standing around a kid, probably 10 or 11, just kind of rubbing his back and just saying, there, it's okay. It's okay. As he just is quietly crying to himself.
Are we allowed to approach people?
Yeah, you can approach people.
Is this boy Charlie?
Is that what you say?
Yeah.
He looks up. Yeah, my name's Charlie.
I hand him the necklaces from his parents and apologize. We found them, and it was too late. As he's probably aware.
Yeah, he takes them in his hand and just starts crying some more.
Yeah, but
and
closure.
The woman that's right next to you looks over and gives you just a hug and just says thank you. All right, so currently you've brought the commoners over. Man, I'm tearing up a little bit. You brought the commoners over to you brought everybody you could over into this safe area that they've been holding out in.
Mm-hmm.
The acolyte chimes up again. The 2 fountains over here have been blessed, and the water in there is holy. Just in case you decide to go out there and search for older Ravengard. Keep that go. I mean, feel free to take any of the water you might need with you.
I feel like that's a thing Shep might do.
Is Pendant's getting a vial of holy water?
Yes.
Cool. The druid over here is just moving on to the next family, handing out good berries. All right. So what do you guys want to do next?
I don't know.
We can clear out the rest of this basement.
I feel there's probably not much else.
Yeah, so now, I mean, you guys could take a rest now if you want to. And just your main objective is to find older Ravengard.
Alright, so clearly we know we have to get out of here and go find the graveyard.
I've had no audio this whole time.
No.
That's okay. Ender just let me know that you guys could be heard. He heard me on different streams, so that's okay. Anybody that's on my stream right now has your other streams pulled up. Oh well, that's sad. I teared up a little bit. Like, come on. All right. So yeah, your overall objective is to find older Ravengard, and the last thing that you heard was from the acolyte was from the priestess was that which is her was that he had was taking some guards out to go find a artifact that might help them survive this.
Did she say toward the graveyard? Or did I?
Yeah.
Okay. So I did catch
Yeah,
that.
he took a regiment out to the graveyard. And I could pull you guys here real quick, actually. I'm going to move you to a different map. The graveyard is, the Grand Cemetery over here.
Oh, okay. So
Rhea is able to point that out.
We gotta cross all the way through all this.
To the Grand Cemetery. There you go, Ender. Sorry about the audio. I totally didn't even have that on. Alright. I'll bring us back to the catacombs. Alright, so what do you guys want to do?
I say
heal
long
you.
rest. Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys want to take a long rest?
Mm-hmm.
Down.
All right, everybody, go ahead and take a long rest. And I know this is an awkward time to do it, but we are all. Oh yeah, you don't need to worry about your spell slots. You get all your health back, and half your hit dice, right?
Yes.
Yeah, half of the
rounded up.
half your hit dice rounded up. So you guys have also. I know this is a little awkward. You guys have also leveled up.
Oh boy.
This is like in the big fat middle of everything I know, but you guys have leveled up. This one is actually fairly short. I thought we would go a little bit longer to get through this because I basically have this prepared and then the trip to the cemetery prepared.
Oh.
So, do you guys want to take the level up now?
You
Yeah.
level up on a long rest.
Yeah. So do you guys want to do that now and go through that process now, or wait for after the session?
Might as well do it now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's just screwed. Yeah.
Let's go ahead and do it now. I mean, it'll kind of make it last longer too. So everybody takes level 6.